Jive, ain't making no noise, avoiding all decoys, man. In a big old truck, switching big old lanes, doing my thing. Hoping you doing the big old sign, man. You know what I'm talking about, man? What's good with the people, man? How's y'all doing on this What's Wrong Wednesday? Oh, this is a good one for What's Wrong, man. Once I find out I'm live for real, not, man. You know what I'm talking about? I would tell you, I would tell you so hella funny, bro. God damn, bro. I love people, nigga. What's wrong? Sometimes you just gotta go for what you know, bro. I ain't bullshitting with you, nigga. That nigga driving way too fast. I'm trying to get caught by this light. You know what I'm talking about? That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to shake this other truck right here, man. I'm not gonna be able to shake this other. I'm gonna have to go through this light. You know what I'm talking about? But I'm basically trying to shake this big old truck that's in front of me. What's wrong Wednesday? How's y'all out there doing, man? It's a beautiful day. It keep going in and out where I'm at. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, it keep going in and out. I say in and out, bro. What are you talking about? Yeah, it keep you know what I'm talking about? It's 1 minute the motherfucker is sunny, nigga. The next minute it's cloudy. It's going in and out. They actually got them little scooters, bro. They actually got like a rental service for these motherfuckers right there. You see them? I thought old people, they just gave them motherfuckers to them on they I thought they was working some kind of social security game or something out here. Nigga, they got a just like you could rent them bikes and shit, nigga. You could rent them motherfuckers and get around. You know what I'm talking about? That ain't a bad device. I don't know how often you gotta charge that motherfucker up. It seemed like if you rent that motherfucker, it seemed like however long you rent that motherfucker for, it should stay charged for that long. You know what I'm talking about? If you ask me. You know what I'm talking about? Unless you, I don't know, you probably could plug that motherfucker up in the whatever room you going to. You know what I'm talking about? Nigga, you forget, nigga, what if you forget to charge that motherfucker, nigga, you just on casino floor. You know what I'm talking about? Motherfucker ain't gonna move. You know what I'm talking about? But it's a beautiful day as normal, man. You know what I'm talking about? As usual. You know what I'm talking about? Fucking with Brett, live with no jive. I ain't making a bit of noise, avoiding all decoys in the big old truck, switching big old lanes, doing my thing. Hoping you doing the big old sign, man. You know what I'm talking about? What's wrong Wednesday? You know what I'm talking about? Let me see if I could share my motherfucking self. You know what I'm talking about? Oh man, they on it today. I'm gonna try to get caught by this light right here. You know what I'm talking about? Hold on one more time on the good foot, man. I just wait, man. You know what I'm talking about? What's good with the people, man? What's wrong Wednesday, man? You say what's wrong Wednesday? What you talking about, bro? What's good with it, man? I'm live with no jive, ain't making no noise, avoiding all decoys in a big old truck, switching big old lanes, doing my thing, hoping y'all doing the big old thing. Hey, man, they a bitch thing got lost in the truck out here, man. I don't know what Auntie done did, right? What's wrong Wednesday? That's what I'm saying, bro. Is it wrong? I don't know if it's wrong. They got motherfuckers out here looking for Auntie. Auntie done got lost. She done look, Auntie know something slick. Auntie done took that motherfucking GPS off. They push up on me asking if I seen Auntie, man, talking about they can't find her, man. Nigga, Auntie done went off the grid in them people truck. God damn, nigga, it's tax time. You know what I'm talking about? Ain't no telling. Auntie might have found somebody that wanted to buy that motherfucker, man. Auntie, bro, listen, man, there ain't no GPS on Auntie truck. They riding around in traffic talking about have you seen her, man. I don't even know what you talking about, man. I don't know what you talking about. You know what I'm talking about? I ain't seen Auntie, though. You know what I'm talking about? I don't know where the fuck Auntie at. I can tell you, Auntie is on the people tracking device no more. And they around here looking for her. I ain't seen Auntie all morning. You know what I'm talking about? Look, that's my partner calling me right there talking about the bitch lost. Hold on, y'all. Don't go nowhere. I'm telling you, man. Auntie in that truck, man. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, I ain't bullshitting with you, man. They looking for Auntie in that truck, man. You say, because I'm at a stoplight, man. You know what I'm talking about? I might be, you know what I'm talking about, depending on your comprehension. You know what I'm talking about? Are you speaking Mark? You know what I'm talking about? That's the question. Are you speaking Mark Parade? You know what I'm talking about? They just pull up on me and the rest of these people out here looking for Auntie because Auntie done went off the grid somehow and her truck ain't on the motherfucking GPS no more, man. And they looking for her. You know what I'm talking about? What's wrong Wednesday, man? all I'm gonna tell you is I don't know. You know what I'm talking about? I ain't seen Auntie, man. I ain't bullshitting with you. I ain't seen Auntie since we left. You get what I'm saying, man? I ain't seen that truck since we since we left the compound, man. Yeah, I ain't never had them roll up on the side of me. They in regular cars looking for that truck, man. You know what I'm talking about? I hope Auntie, I wish her well. You know what I'm talking about? That's all. I wish her well. You know what I'm talking about? I don't know what the fuck Auntie up to. Y'all gonna have to hold on. I'm driving, man. So if thank everybody for coming through this motherfucker, man. But yeah, I'm driving. I can't look at this shit until I'm at a stoplight, y'all. Thank you for coming. Keep coming. I sure will get to you as soon as I can, man. I'm out here live, no jive. You know what I'm talking about? Ain't making no noise, avoiding all decoys in the big old truck, switching big old lanes, doing my thing. Hoping y'all doing the big old same, man. Yeah, man, they got an APP out on Auntie out here, man, in these people motherfucking truck, bro. A motherfucker just pulled up on me after I didn't know who it was, man. You know what I'm talking about? So you gotta look out, man, because they out here in regular cars, man, looking for Auntie, man. You say what, man? Are y'all still saying that same ass shit, man? Nah, I think y'all speaking child. You know what I'm talking about? Let me see if I can post myself again, man. I think you speaking child. That's what I think you speaking. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? Look, man, I pushed up on Auntie. Auntie was out in I promise you, man. Now that I go back, man, Auntie was out there in the parking lot talking to somebody else that might have been her buyer. You know what I'm talking about? I knew it wasn't something right with Auntie, man, because I damn near got here late. And they was just kicking it in the parking lot. You know what I'm talking about? I know damn well if you just kicking it in the parking lot, you should have been clocked in. You know what I'm talking about? I'm telling you, it was just something about the way, I don't know. I should have just knew it was something wrong with Auntie by the way she had that wig on. You know what I'm talking about? I ain't bullshitting with you. I should have knew something was up by the way she had that wig on. You know what I'm talking about? The way she had that wig on was like she was up to something. I ain't bullshitting with you. You know what I'm talking about? You know how you up to something, you don't put that motherfucker on all the way correctly. You know what I'm talking about? That motherfucker be tilted a little bit like this motherfucker right here. Yeah, I knew Auntie was up to something when she put that motherfucking, by the way her wig was tilted. You know what I'm talking about? You can tell she had a lot on her mind. You know what I'm talking about? They out here looking for Auntie in a truck, man. But the way they put it, it was like Auntie done did this before. You know what I'm talking about? Auntie know how to take them people GPS off. Nigga, Auntie out here off the grid, nigga. It's tax time, nigga. I'm telling you, Auntie might have found somebody that wanted to buy that motherfucker. You know what I'm talking about? For a good 18, 24,000 or something. You know what I'm talking about? That motherfucker was digital too, so that motherfucker might be worth more than that, man. You know what I'm talking about? The fuck? Nigga, that was stapled together, nigga. You know what I'm talking about? They was mobile for real, nigga. You know what I'm talking about? I be telling y'all that all the time, man. What's wrong Wednesday? I told y'all about that time, because if it was, especially when I was young, I was just goddamn fool. But if it was one thing I couldn't stand, you know what I'm talking about? They say, bro, don't do people like that. Is if you was talking hella much and you didn't have no weed, and like you was just around, like you was the bitch's partner or something, and you ain't put in on nothing or nothing like that, and you was still just around there running your motherfucking mouth. But somehow the motherfucking door, nigga, the door wasn't locked. Nigga, the child-proof thing, nigga, we had that bitch holding the door on the freeway going hella fast, nigga. You know what I'm talking about? Mobbing, nigga. You know what I'm talking about? Making hella sharp ass rights and shit. That bitch trying to hold on to that motherfucker with that bitch was trying to hold on to that motherfucker with vice grip. That bitch was like that. Baby cuz hanging a hard ass right. You know what I'm talking about? Trying to get that bitch to fly up out that motherfucker like Mel Gibson, nigga. You know what I'm talking about? Shut your motherfucking ass up. You know what I'm talking about? But yeah, what's wrong, man? Wednesday video uploaded. If you ain't up on it, go check me out, man. But just that in life. Now, look, bro, I know we can all come to a conclusion on certain shit that's wrong. Once again, like doing shit to old people, kids. It's just some shit out there, bro, that you know ain't right yourself. I ain't talking about no slick shit. No, I ain't talking about none of that shit right there, bro. Based on, like you doing shit to other people, you not keeping it real with other people. Because I just believe you always should keep the game even. So I ain't talking about none of that shit. Now, what I'm talking about is this, because we come up with labels, what's good and what's not. And for some reason, if you out here, bruh, especially if you doing something illegal or something, bruh, just because this government or whatever says something illegal, folks, that don't mean it's wrong. You know what I'm talking about? And I think just like we got the truth and keeping it real fucked up, I think we got what's wrong and right fucked up. Cause what the fuck is wrong? You know what I'm talking about? When it come to you might have something that's looked down upon. I'm gonna take it back to when I was selling dope. You know what I'm talking about? They my people did not want me selling dope. You know what I'm talking about? That was looked down upon. You get what I'm saying? Oh man, especially your parents, bro. Your parents used to be embarrassed for them other people like they friends and shit to see you out there selling dope and shit. They used to embarrass your parents and shit. You know what I'm talking about? It did. Your grandma and them, that shit was embarrassing and them. It's almost like you let the family name down. Which I never got that. I just never knew who made the fucking stigma. I still ain't seen Auntie. You know what I'm talking about? I ain't seen the digital truck out here yet, man. They looking for Auntie. Auntie done turned her GPS off, man. Auntie just out of here, nigga. You know what I'm talking about? I ain't seen that bitch all morning. I ain't bullshit with you. I'm telling you, the way that bitch had her wig on, I knew she was up to something. I ain't bullshit with you. But they was saying that's wrong. That's, man, I ain't never thought selling dope was wrong. I ain't never thought hell it should be wrong, bro. That should be a matter of perception. What's right and what's wrong. Because I told you, we didn't grew up. And they are just, especially a lot of older black people, bro. They closer to the white people, and a lot of older black people, they was scared of white people, bro. So they just tell you hella shit what you not supposed to do, man. Fuck that, bro. You gonna have to come to your own decision. Once again, I'm not even really talking about people. You know what I'm talking about? I ain't talking about you fucking nobody over. I ain't saying anything. They got to keep the game uneven, bro. I mean. That to keep the game uneven. I ain't talking about that. I'm just talking about your choices that you make. You know what I'm talking about? Because you're going to have to take a risk sooner or later, bro, if you want to live the way you be wanting to live in your head and them fantasies, all them Bugattis and Corvettes and shit you be wanting to drive, you're going to have to take a risk to get all that shit if that's what you want. You're just going to have to take a risk to be free, nigga, while you live on this earth. If you don't, bro, you're going to be a prisoner to something. You're going to be a prisoner to one of these old fake-ass jobs. You're gonna be you're not gonna be able really to do it your way. If you don't find out how to make some find a way to make your own money, you not, bro. I ain't bullshitting with you, you not. You gonna you're just gonna end up making yourself a slave. You feel me? You're just gonna be you're gonna put yourself in a world where the most important thing that's gonna be in your world gonna be like bills, nigga. It's gonna be bills and you getting to work on time, bro. And you do not want to minimize yourself to that shift right there in life, bro. Where you can't even, and it's fucked up, folks. If you just sit down and think about it on some real shit. Right now, bro, your mama could be sick, your grandma, your daddy. These people don't care, bro. You might get some leeway. Them people might give you 2 days, bro. But you better have your ass back after that. They don't give a fuck what's going on with your, you know what I'm talking about, in your personal life. That doesn't concern them. You feel me? I was talking to my old partner, man. I'm glad I just said that right there. Because it's so ironic. This is where I tell you, you got to use your own logic on yourself. Now, remember I told y'all I was working at the airport. I walked up out that motherfucker. Because the nigga told me, man, everybody replaceable. The Mexican nigga told me that, man, everybody's replaceable. Man, my partner called me the other day, man. I was talking to my partner. He said, they fired that nigga. You know what I'm talking about? That's what I'm saying, bro. You gotta, you not lying. Everybody replaceable, even your ass. You know what I'm talking about? That's why you kind of gotta watch, you don't really want to take your, you don't ever really want to abuse your position at any time, bro. If you got a position to help people and shit, bro, you just got a super, man, you just don't ever want to use your position, bro, to do fuck shit with it. You know what I'm talking about? Because whatever you put in the game is going to come back to you, bro. That nigga wasn't lying. Everybody replaceable, even you. You know what I'm talking about? You gotta remember, when we be telling people shit, we be having to remember that shit it also applies to us. We something straight out of a comic book, bruh. But what's wrong Wednesday, bruh? Because you'll fuck around and hinder yourself, folks. I'm telling you, bruh, another time, just like when the money fell out the air, folks. Now the money done fell out the air. How many posts did you see people running around here talking about, I'm watching everybody get rich, but I know if I do it, God gonna use me as an example and all. Man, like I said, that's scary talk. That's some shit you done told yourself to cope with your ass being scary to take your risk. And you can't be scared to take your risks out here, bro. You can't sit here and let somebody tell you something wrong, selling dope wrong, or I don't know, bro. You can't let somebody else decide what's wrong for you. Once again, I ain't talking about no uneven shit. I ain't talking about you being scandalous. But it's just hella shit. I don't think illegal shit, I don't consider that shit wrong, bro. Because most of that illegal shit, bro, that shit, the nigga with an entrepreneur spirit. And I hate when a motherfucker be like, man, you can take all that and put it into something legal. And I mean, you can, bro, but why? That shit working for the illegal shit, bro. Now, of course, you want to find something where you can well round your game to where you won't have to get in trouble for what you're doing. But I hate when people say that shit. Like when niggas was selling dope, it's the mindset of that. You get what I'm saying? So I get what they saying. They was like, bro, you didn't have to sell dope. I wish I would have realized this at the time. Because I wouldn't have sold dope, nigga. I would have been selling t-shirts and socks and shit like the Chinese people. I'd have just been riding around selling socks and shit to the niggas doing all-nighters. You know what I'm talking about? But I didn't. I was out there with zips. You know what I'm talking about? So I had 2 for 10, and that's what I was doing. You get what I'm saying? But I hate when motherfuckers be talking about, man, see, you didn't have to sell dope. You could take the same mindset and you could do this and you could do, you know what I'm talking about? Nigga, you can sell dope too. Just like you was doing, nigga, and get rich. You feel what I'm saying, bro? It's like a motherfucker always try to talk you out of doing something where you could do for yourself to make it. That's what I always seen from that shit. So they don't want you selling zips out here making the, you know what I'm talking about? Making the little, some days, 2,500, 35. You gonna at least make 400, 800. You know what I'm talking about? You should anyway, even on the slow day. You get what I'm saying? To where you waiting every 2 weeks for a fucking $400, bro. Like, you don't get the fuck out of here, man. And that's back when minimum wage was like $4.25 or some shit, $4.35, $4.50. You feel me? And this is what a motherfucker was telling you to do. Now I know they was worried about you and they just didn't want you in no trouble, but you ain't gonna be able to live like that, folks. Living like that's gonna create more problems in your household than you selling that dope. So you're gonna have a problem either way. You're gonna have a problem because you done fucked around and went to jail or something. Or you're gonna have a problem because you can't pay all these motherfucking bills, bro. You're gonna have to pick and choose. You just is, bro. Life, you know what I'm talking about? Depending on how you bless, bro, it's gonna come, it's just gonna be like that. It's gonna be give or take, bro. You're gonna have to, you're just gonna have to pick your poison. Basically. But what's wrong, bro? You know what I'm talking about? It's just us ass people. I can't really explain it, bro. We just give people a bad label, bro. Like, you gotta ask yourself, right? Say you fucking with somebody. Because most of the time, bro, on some real shit, and you see this a lot in these days right here, bro. It'd be like, you be fucking with somebody, everybody just like, I don't really want to say y'all exclusive, nothing. Everybody just doing their thing, and then y'all get mad when you find out that they like. It's just weird. But you fucking with somebody and they I don't know, they went fuck with somebody else or something, and you'll run around talking about how a motherfucker did you wrong or something like did they do you wrong? You feel me? Did they? I don't know, bro. Or was they just doing them? You know what I'm talking about? Did they do you wrong, bro, or was they just doing them? Because a lot of times we be seeing people did shit and they ain't even do nothing, bro. They just did what the fuck they wanted to do. You get what I'm saying? They just did what the fuck they wanted to do, and somehow you act like that was an act against you. They didn't really do nothing to you. They just went on and did what they wanted to do. And I think we get hung up on that shit way too much, bro. On some real shit. Especially you motherfuckers now. The way y'all be having conversation, y'all study too much of the next motherfucker, folks. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all always worried about what the next motherfucker do. So you'll be sitting here trying to control. I don't know. It's like y'all be trying to control people without communication. I don't know. It's just weird though. But y'all stay watching each other, talking about what the next motherfucker do. It ain't like y'all even come together to be in harmony and shit. Y'all come together to play games with each other and shit. But like if a motherfucker, like you should know what you want, bro. Plain and simple. What's wrong? Cause I see too many people like this nigga talking about the bitch that cheated on him or whatever. Is like, did she, bro? You know what I'm talking about? Cause you was just running around this motherfucker acting like that. You know what I'm talking about? Like that wasn't even your bitch all like that. You know how motherfucker come around, motherfucker, you'll know when a nigga like, bro, this is my bitch. You know what I'm talking about? Or like, you know what I'm talking about, this just my friend looking ass. You know what I'm talking about? Now you wanna cry because the bitch didn't gave her or did what she did, bro. Somehow you trying to say the bitch did something to you. The bitch did what she wanted to do, bro. You get what I'm saying? Bitch did what she wanted to do. That really didn't have nothing to do with you. Now you might have not liked what she did, but like we got that shit too bad, bro. And every time somebody do that, the other person who got their feelings hurt, they run around and try to paint that other motherfucker just as bad, don't they? You know what I'm talking about? They go around and try to make that motherfucker seem like, man, they did this and this, and the first thing motherfucker bring up is all you did for another motherfucker. I did all this and they did me like that. You know what I'm talking about? But I'm gonna ask you once again, what's wrong? You know what I'm talking about? And ask yourself, like, because people just do what they do, folks. I don't really think it'd be nothing against the other person. I think they just be doing what they want to do. I don't really think at the time they be people make decisions. I think what they want to do be in their mind. I don't really think they be thinking about other people. I don't. You know what I'm talking about? I think they be getting out the way what they want to do in real time. But somehow we have a way of labeling people for doing what they want to do. What's wrong Wednesday? Did they really do something to you, or did they just do? Because doing something to you would be like cracking you in the head with something, throwing something at you. You know what I'm talking about? Damaging your property, or you know what I'm talking about? Now, if a motherfucker just went on their own and they did something that you didn't agree with, bro, that ain't really nothing against you. That's just them doing them. You know what I'm talking about? But we play victim so motherfucking much, we so quick to try to control another motherfucker actions about what we want. But what's wrong? That's all I'm gonna ask you, bro. Like, what's wrong? That shit is perception. It is. We done got to the world where fat bitches swinging on babies. That bitch didn't even feel wrong. You know what I'm talking about? What's wrong? Auntie out here and then disappeared in the people truck. You know what I'm talking about? Is she wrong? I don't know. You know what I'm talking about? I'm gonna tell you, I think Auntie, cause she was talking to somebody in the parking lot, man. If you ask me, Auntie might have had a buyer for these people. You know what I'm talking about? The way they made that shit seem, they said Auntie is MIA, and you know these motherfuckers run on tracking devices. You know what I'm talking about? What's wrong? You know what I'm talking about? I'm rooting for Auntie, man. Fuck them people. Cause like how I don't believe in fucking people over. I had to explain this to somebody when I was little. Because they was talking about doing people wrong and all that. And I get what they saying, right? If you talking about actual people. Do you realize Wells Fargo, you know what I'm talking about? AutoZone, do you realize that's not people, bro? You know what I'm talking about? I wouldn't give a fuck of a motherfucker, man. I hope every day somebody go up in that motherfucker and steal the hinges up off the motherfucking door, bruh. Them old corporations and shit, bruh. I'm saying, what's wrong, bruh? If you hungry, bruh, you gonna go up, is that stealing to you? Is that wrong? Is this somewhere in the Bible talking about you didn't steal? Motherfuckers got motherfucking eggs up in that motherfucking $10 and you talking about stealing from them. They raping the people blind. You know what I'm talking about? I wouldn't give a fuck if I had $1 million. I'm gonna stick something in my pocket about that motherfucker, man. Roll something out that motherfucking self-checkout, man. I don't know how y'all think. I'm gonna tell you, get away with whatever the fuck you can get away with within the code while you on this motherfucker, bro. You only live once. But I don't think establishments, I don't see stealing from it. This is just my philosophy. You know what I'm talking about? You don't have to agree with it. But I don't see that as stealing. You know what I'm talking about? I don't really see it as that doing nobody wrong. You know what I'm talking about? Them people got their shit insured. I just don't see you doing wrong. You know what I'm talking about? Nigga, you might not have no money from the oil. Nigga, you might need to run up in AutoZone, stick a few of them motherfucking quarts. You know what I'm talking about? And that motherfucking backpack that the bitch got on. You know what I'm talking about? Nigga, you might need some WTM40 or something, nigga. You know what I'm talking about? I ain't bullshitting with you. Ain't no telling what a nigga but I don't see that as wrong, bruh. I say get away with what you can get away with. Yeah, I don't be seeing Walmart's people and shit. So, I hate seeing people get caught stealing. I do. I wish everybody would get away with that shit, bro. You know what I'm talking about? nigga, motherfuckers don't even know who the fuck they is. Nigga, they just stole the whole, your whole motherfucking identity for you and brainwashed you with this shit. They gonna take your ass. They gonna send you to jail for stealing some motherfucking Ritz crackers. Man, please, bro. What's wrong? You know what I'm talking about? Like how you got motherfuckers out here, you just got people out here doing shit that might be illegal. And I hate when people take that standpoint. Like, man, you gonna get in trouble by the police, brother. Man, fuck the police. Nigga, the police, if the police had they motherfucking white, bro, you think the criminals is the only people that'll lock up, nigga? You really believe that? If this world had its way, do you think they would only lock up criminals? Man, all broke people would be fucked up. Starting with blacks and Latinos, you know what I'm talking about? Then they'll get to the rest of the broke people. They're gonna start with the blacks and the Latinos first, though. You know what I'm talking about? Anybody who broke. But I just hate when people take that standpoint. They got you with a fucked up perception, like. Once again, I told you they been teasing motherfucker about this shit, nigga, every fucking since I've been selling dope. Like, you'll be selling dope and shit, you'll have a nigga with all Jack in the Box ass job, McDonald's job and shit. And they used to be like teasing the niggas and shit, right? And like, nigga, you going to jail, nigga, I'm free and they used to be bragging about that shit, bro, but they really wasn't free. You feel me? Nigga been in there 16 months or something, 6 months on a violation. You come back home, bro. This nigga, he's still in the ghetto like you. This nigga can't escape the ghetto either, bro. You get what I'm saying? This nigga still working at McDonald's. Ain't did nothing. But brainwash his motherfucking self to be a worker ant, bro. Scared to take a risk. You so motherfucking scared to go to jail, nigga. You will walk to one every day. You know what I'm talking about? You so scared to go to jail about them big bucks, no whammies. You know what I'm talking about? You so scared to do some time about smashing for your ration. You know what I'm talking about? You will put yourself in your own penitentiary, nigga, walking to that motherfucking McDonald's every day, bro. I keep telling you this back in the day when niggas getting paid $4.25 an hour, man. Nigga come home and be in another photo glass house in no time. Nigga, you still catching the bus to McDonald's, bro. So just because the nigga was going to jail, bro, just because you free don't mean you free. Yeah, man, just because you free, that don't mean you free. You feel me? What's wrong? But you got these old, there's so many old Uncle Tom ass, is that auntie? Is auntie back, man? That might be auntie right there they was looking for, man. No, that ain't auntie. You know what I'm talking about? They still looking for auntie. I promise you, I ain't seen auntie truck since I left the compound, man. You know what I'm talking about? I'm rooting for auntie, man. You know what I'm talking about? I hope she sold that motherfucker for $85,000. This digital, you know what I'm talking about? I hope auntie hawked that motherfucker for about $85,000, man. You know what I'm talking about? And got on about her business. Talking about that motherfucker was digital. You know what I'm talking about? It was one of them good ones. That motherfucker worth something. You know what I'm talking about? I hope auntie sold that motherfucker for $85,000 and went on about her motherfucking business. You know what I'm talking about? I ain't gonna do nothing but give you a restitution, auntie. You know what I'm talking about? Fucking, you know what I'm talking about? $85,000 and I was gone. You know what I'm talking about? Auntie that fell off the grid and took the people GPS up off their truck. Yeah, I ain't never seen that one before. Nigga, auntie done disappeared. Nigga, auntie ain't even on the computer no more. They out here in regular cars looking for auntie. You know what I'm talking about? They look like the perfect couple right there, because both of them motherfuckers look slow in the face. You know what I'm talking about? Like, both of them motherfuckers not all here yet. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, that's that syrup slow in the face. You know what I'm talking about? Nigga syrup slow in the face. You know what I'm talking about? But what's wrong? Wednesday, bro. Especially you nerds, especially nowadays, y'all be acting like y'all high side. Like a nigga come up here, bro. I ain't never understood a nigga bragging about having no honest job. I don't even understand what's honest about it. Like, I don't get that. Who told you that was honest? That's the biggest brainwash in the mother. Bro, what the fuck is honest about a job? I don't get that, bro. But they have brainwashed you that everything you do illegal. Guess why they brainwashed you to believe that? Because anything you doing illegal, you working for yourself, and the government can't tax your money. I don't promote no illegal activities. You know what I'm talking about? On some real shit though. Why you think that shit is illegal? Because the government can't tax your money. You know what I'm talking about? Why you think they want to go to digital money? You know what I'm talking about? So they can control your money. So at the drop of a dime, just imagine that. They go to digital money and ain't no more paper money. First of all, when they go to digital money, all that shoebox money and all that shit is over with. All that stash put up, you can't even put that shit on your digital money. You know what I'm talking about? Because your money gonna have to be accounted for. You get what I'm saying? So guess what? Now you go on the run or something, they could just cut your money off. You know what I'm talking about? Because your money digital. Man, y'all something straight out of the comic book. The day they go to digital money, it's over with. I promise you it is. It is over with. But yeah, especially in this day and age, bro, I run into so many motherfuckers that be saying that shit like it's high side. You talking about, I don't do nothing wrong. I'm an honest working man. And man, what the fuck does that mean? Like, a lot of times when I be hearing that shit around the table conversation, bro, motherfuckers be sounding like slaves, folks. I was a good house nigga, boy. I cleans good, sound like Philly, nigga. Boy, don't you come over here with all that African mumbo jumbo. You was in America now. Say it with me, America. You know what I'm talking about? That nigga sound like Philly, folks. What's wrong? Wednesday, man. You gonna have to come to your own conclusion, bro. Cause I done seen people trying to talk people out of taking their risk. They trying to talk, man, you better not do that stuff, man. Ain't no telling it. You know what I'm talking about? A motherfucker who was willing to take their risk. Nigga trying to talk them out of taking their risk, man. I wouldn't do that if I was you. You know what I'm talking about? And all that shit right there. You ain't even gotta say nothing. That's basically talking over a nigga money. You wanna keep it real? Man, man, I don't trust that stuff. You know what I'm talking about? And all that shit right there. And that's cool. If you like that, man, if you like you made it up in your mind that you don't want to take that risk, that's cool, bro. You know what I'm talking about? Hopefully you find another way. But for the most part, bro, what's wrong Wednesday, bro? When it come to your motherfucker, once again, I ain't talking about nothing against the code, bro. Because that's how niggas be playing out here now. You know what I'm talking about? After you get caught doing something you did, you want to make it bad for everybody else. Tell just a whole bunch of fuck shit. You know what I'm talking about? And niggas trying to make it seem like, man, this is dog eat dog world. You know, you gotta have some kind of man, there gotta be some kind of guideline somewhere, bro, or it's just gonna be a free for all. How it's finna get. You know what I'm talking about? What's wrong Wednesday though? You know what I'm talking about? Because everybody I've ever heard say that shit, bro, they broke their back damn near for the rest of their life, folks. Because to me, I mean, I believe life is about growing old, kicking on back and all that, but I just don't believe life was made to where, nigga, you just supposed to kick it when you old. Man, you know, I just don't believe that, bro. Like, what the fuck can you even do if you get too old, nigga? Like, you just supposed to relax, nigga. Like, you know what I'm talking about? I think you supposed to make a way to where you can kick it every day you wake up in your motherfucking life. That's what I really believe. I believe that somehow you gotta find a way, nigga, where you can start enjoying and doing whatever the fuck you want to do in life as early as you can, because we don't know how long we got. But that's the type of shit I'm talking about. What's wrong? All these old punk ass perceptions and shit they done gave us. Like you supposed to work hella hard while you young so you can enjoy the fruits of your labor when you old, when you can't really. What if you want to enjoy the fruits of your labor when you still a little bit young, when you still ignorant and shit? You know what I'm talking about? Maybe you want to enjoy the fruits of your labor then. They just put so much bullshit in your head, folks. They do. They just put so much bullshit in your head. Like it's a certain, like it's a manual to live life. You know what I'm talking about? Like you supposed to, especially back in the day, because you know they had all the factory jobs and shit. But it'd be like they try to look down upon you, say you is doing something illegal, scamming or whatever the fuck it is you doing, bro. Selling dope, you know what I'm talking about? Knocking a bitch, you know what I'm talking about? You know how we is in the urban community, but whatever the fuck you doing, bro, man, that nigga look just like Mac Dre, man. I thought somebody had a Mac Dre, like a Mac Dre blow-up doll or something. But whatever it is you doing, bro. Cause I had to hear that shit when I came up. What I was doing was wrong, and God ain't gon'. Man, everybody every day doing something wrong, bro. You get what I'm saying? Just depending on how you look at that shit, bro. Ain't no sin better than another sin. If you get what I'm saying. Everybody doing something wrong, bro. You just pick and choose your wrong. It ain't no little wrongs, and man, it ain't no little sins and big sins. Nah, bro. Everything, it's just equal as a sin. Ain't one sin worse than the other. You know what I'm talking about? So a nigga going over there scamming and shit, let y'all tell it. You know what I'm talking about? And I ain't even hear where it say you shouldn't scam in the Bible. I ain't never read that in the Bible. Actually, I know it say you shouldn't steal, kill, and all this shit right there, but I ain't never read in the Bible where it say don't write bad checks. I ain't never heard no shit like that, bro. I ain't read no shit like that in the Bible. So the Bible didn't really specify that. But do you realize, since you saying that's bad under the eye of God, that's the same as disrespecting your parents, bro. That's the same as talking loud to your mama and daddy and them. So it's like, we always trying to make like one wrong bigger than and just wrong is wrong. But then I'm gonna ask you what's wrong. You know what I'm talking about? What is wrong? That shit is perception, bro. That shit is perception. That's why some people do shit that other people don't, realize. Like, I don't know what religion it is, but some niggas think smoking is a sin. You get what I'm saying? Some people think alcohol is a sin. Some people think drugs is a sin. You get what I'm saying? Some people think candy and shit is a sin. Sugar, nigga, you know what I'm talking about? You got a whole, it's what the fuck you believe. What the fuck you done let niggas, what the fuck you done let somebody con you into. You know what I'm talking about? I'm gonna tell you, go out here and see, folks. That's what I'm gonna tell you. They did it. The country you live in right now was built on these motherfuckers smashing for they ration, bruh. Built off the backs of hella other people, bruh. About these motherfuckers coming over here looting and you know what I'm talking about? Gunpowder, gunfights, you know what I'm talking about? They came over here smashing, folks. So all the shit they trying to get you to do, they came over here and got this motherfucker just as took over people, land, countries, all kind of shit, just as corrupt as can be. And they told you to get it honest. Y'all something straight out of comic book. You can believe that shit if you want to. You know what I'm talking about? I'm gonna be around this motherfucker, you know what I'm talking about? Keeping my eye open, you know what I'm talking about? For whatever I could come across, man. That's what I'm gonna tell you. Yeah, I'm gonna keep my eye open. But I just don't think there's nothing wrong with what nobody do. I don't. But I can tell you a job. I can tell you that nigga scamming gonna make it before that nigga that's working at Subway. Now he might go to jail before that nigga working at Subway, but it ain't no telling. Cause that nigga at Subway, nigga, a few more paychecks like that, you finna fuck around and go to jail for domestic violence up in there arguing with that bitch. So nowadays it's the same thing, you know what I'm talking about? You finna go to jail for domestic violence arguing about that bitch, about that shoulder ass check at Subway, and we gonna need to do something else. Just imagine the wear and tear you put on your body at these jobs, bro, through your life. For nothing. Just think about that, bro. You know motherfuckers been working all their life and still ain't got nothing. Job ain't gonna do nothing, bro. But have you worrying about bills for the rest of your life and trying not to be late to that motherfucking job. That's all a motherfucking job is gonna do, bro. It's gonna change your whole psychological. A job is gonna put your ass underwater. No, you gonna put yourself underwater. You know what I'm talking about? Cause you know how we do. We always want some shit we can't even afford. We like looking good while we broke. You know what I'm talking about? We don't like. We just don't. We just won't bounce back. You know what I'm talking about? We just won't take our brokenness on the chin. You know what I'm talking about? We like to look good when we broke. You know what I'm talking about? But me and my bitch got an afro. Look at that. I don't know. I was sitting here trying to think. I don't know one motherfucker who has got rich off of a job, bro. Now I know it's some motherfuckers with some good ass jobs. That shit rare. That ain't the normal job that you just get in the. That ain't the normal job you gonna get. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, that brain surgeon, that lawyer, and all that. Them A1 ass jobs and shit. You might get a good old construction job or something, but look at the wear and tear it's gonna put on your body. You might get you one of these good paying jobs, bro. You might be a teamster or something. Look at the wear and tear it's gonna put on your body, bro. Look at the time it's gonna take out your life. Look at how many even with a regular job, bro. Cause you know motherfuckers always like how we be bragging about overtime, like we getting over on them. But look how much time you taking out your life. I mean, it's cool if you ain't got nothing else going on and you just got the time to sit around there. And I guess that would be cool. You know what I'm talking about? You don't mind doing it. To each his own. You know what I'm talking about? But look at all the time and the wear and tear you finna put on your body, bro. So just say you did work construction. Nigga, say you work construction for I don't know, nigga, 40 years. Look at all how you gonna be broke down, nigga, when it's time to quit that shit and it's actually time for you to kick on back. Look how you gonna be broke down from working that shit. Look at all that arthritis. Be lucky if you ain't got asbestos or whatever the fuck that shit called. Like, it ain't no fair trade-off, bro, for you never to have nothing. You know motherfuckers right now with 2 and 3 jobs still struggling to pay bills, bro. I'm not trying to talk you out of getting a job. I'm gonna say do what you gotta do to make it across this motherfucker. You feel me? Do what the fuck you gotta do to make it out here. I'm just gonna say what's wrong when it comes to making it out here, bro. I don't believe in niggas that be scamming and shit stupid and y'all crazy as a motherfucker. So the nigga that's going out here chasing thousands, ready to take his risk, where you can make thousands there compared to a motherfucker that's making fucking 600 every 2 weeks. That I think that's auntie right there with him. You know what I'm talking about? Auntie probably played them people like she thought she was on another route. Cause even the way she was coming from, if that's her, you ain't even supposed to be coming from that way. You know what I'm talking about? You ain't not in that truck. You know what I'm what I'm talking about? But and you start to hear that a lot in conversations. That's like the first thing somebody with a job says. And to me, just because I've been on both sides of the fence, you sound silly as a motherfucker to me. Oh yeah, the scammers out here, they making all that money, but they're the police will get them in a minute and all that. It just sound like you hate because you ain't brave enough to take your chance to me. That's what it sound like to me, bro. On some real shit. Yeah, that's what it sound like to me on some real shit. It sound like you just scared to take your chance. Because how the fuck could you be mad at somebody willing to take their risk for thousands a day? Hopefully they got a plan for the money. You know what I'm talking about? And they could piggyback off that. You know what I'm talking about? But it don't make no sense to be sitting around this motherfucker talking about no honest job. I can't stand when people say that silly ass shit. I'm an honest worker, man. I ain't, man, this shit, you sound stupid as a motherfucker, bro. Honest working man, nigga, gonna have your ass struggling for the rest of your honest ass life. That's what the fuck is gonna do, bro. Because once again, nigga, if these motherfucking jobs wanted you to make it, bro, minimum wage would be $275 an hour, bro. If these people wanted you to make it. So all that, I'm an honest man. I work honest. That nigga ain't nothing honest about working, nigga. Well, you keep working with your honest ass, and you gonna be broke for the rest of your honest ass life, nigga. A job ain't designed to make you make it. It ain't, bro. Job ain't designed to so you could be running around this motherfucker balling. That motherfucker really designed to give your ass enough money to keep your ass in debt. That's what a job would do for you. You know what I'm talking about? So if you can, just find a way to do something else, bro. Just know how to do something else, man. What's wrong? Because if you sit around here and listen to these brainwashed, fiddler, slave mentality ass motherfuckers, bro, they gonna see, niggas is just scared to get, niggas is just scary. You know what I'm talking about? But niggas is scared to get in trouble. I wouldn't talk you into nothing. Depending on what it was, I might try to talk you out of something, but I ain't trying to talk you in nothing, talk you out of nothing, bro. It's your decision. You know what I'm talking about? So I'm not gonna tell a nigga who's scamming, man, you need to stop that. You need to go on and get you a job at Subway. I ain't gonna say that, just like I ain't gonna tell a nigga at Subway you need to quit and start scamming. No, that wasn't Auntie either, man. Auntie just lost. You know what I'm talking about? Still off the grid. It's your decision. What do you want? I can just tell you, nigga, if you think you gonna get anywhere working, just how does that sound, bro? When you hear somebody say that, they've been working the same job for 40 years and they still gotta work there? You've been working for 40 years, nigga, and you still gotta work there? That don't make no sense, bro. That don't even sound right. You've been working somewhere for 40 years, bro, and you ain't made enough money to where you don't even gotta go to work no more, man. That ain't no fair trade-off, nigga. It's not. You'll be better off doing 40 years in the penitentiary selling heroin and shit and come out rich. You know what I'm talking about? Selling spice and shit, bro. You'll be better doing 40 years in the penitentiary. And at the end of that 40-year sentence, bro, come out with your pecans, bro. Rich as a motherfucker selling hella spice. And, you know what I'm talking about? I don't promote no drugs, so it's entertainment purposes only. You'll be better off doing that, bro, than working for 40 years, bro. Like, I just don't understand y'all psyche. What's wrong Wednesday? And motherfuckers be trying to explain the honest living and all, man. That shit just sounds scary to me, bro. It do. That shit just sounds scary. I mean, if you willing to, I don't know. It's just whatever risk you willing to take. That's why I say what's wrong. What's wrong, folks? That shit just don't be sounding, motherfuckers think they be high-siding with that shit, and that shit just sound hella stupid to me. I've been working for 40 years. You know what I'm talking about? And we still ain't got nothing, bro. Nigga, damn near, nigga, I promise you, bro. I promise you. And they'll put that in your head like that's an honest living. And then you'll have the rest of these worker ant motherfuckers that ain't even just run around there and repeat that shit. I ain't finna get in no trouble. Do you realize going to work every day, you gonna put yourself in trouble in life, nigga? You don't wanna get in no trouble, nigga. So you just wanna live, just not being able to, just on the brink of always, like that ain't no life, bro. When you just living, nigga, and you one incident away from just it being all bad again. That ain't no life, bro. It ain't. It ain't, folks. And once again, I'm not trying to talk you out of working. I'm just telling you, bro. If you think that's an honest living, just be prepared to live honest, bro. Cause all that shit, bro, this world is designed to break your ass, really, bro. If you think about it, folks, I ain't bullshitting with you, nigga. This world is designed to break your motherfucking will, nigga, till you give up. I ain't bullshitting with you, bro. Why you think ain't nothing been easy up till now? And they gonna talk you out of the easy shit. That shit true. Easy come, easy go. All that shit true. You know what I'm talking about? If it come fast, it go fast. You know what I'm talking about? Allegedly. Ain't no telling. You know what I'm talking about? It can come fast and never leave. Just depending on what you're gonna do with it when you got it fast. So that should be based more on the person. You know what I'm talking about? What's wrong though? You feel me? Stop letting these just people, period, bro. Stop letting somebody talk you into what's wrong and what's right. And, man, especially when it comes to your once again, I ain't talking about nothing against the code. I ain't talking about you to sit up there and did all that shit. Now it's time to be responsible for all that shit you did and you start telling on people. Alright, what's good with it, man? Thank you. You say basketball lover. I see you, man. Alright, man. Thank you for coming through this motherfucker, man. You know what I'm talking about? Basketball lover, man. I'm a lover of them Golden State Warriors. You know what I'm talking about? That nigga right there look like you know how when a person turns into the wolf, sometimes they be killing them and they still get like stuck at that nigga look like he was turning back. Either he was turning back into the wolf or he was turning back into the human. He got stuck in between. You know what I'm talking about? That's what my nigga look like. Yeah, I ain't bullshitting with you. But I'm gonna break this motherfucker up. I got about 30 more minutes on this motherfucker, man. I'm gonna break it up and then I'm gonna come right back, so you ain't gotta worry about nothing, man. That's how brother fucking with it. Bending corners. You know what I'm talking about? But you just this I don't know, bro. This shit ain't designed for you to win. That's just the best way to explain it. This shit ain't designed for you to win. So you gotta find, you're gonna have to find your own freedom, folks, on some real shit. But don't let one of these old people, nigga might be your daddy, nigga, your grandma, man. Stop letting these people talk you into what's wrong. Stop letting the motherfucker talk you into what you ain't supposed to do. You know what I'm talking about? It's always possible to have that, it's just always possible, bruh. You know what I'm talking about? You just might have to take a risk. I lived for years off taking risks my whole life. I was just prepared for my risk. You know what I'm talking about? A lot of times my risk cast out. You know what I'm talking about? It caught up with me every time. You know what I'm talking about? But at the same time, man, I've had a chance to be free. I a job feel like jail, nigga. You know what I'm talking about? Because you still ain't in control of your time. You put yourself on these people's clock. So it's gonna be if you work, nigga, it's gonna be whatever time you go to work, bruh. That shit is almost like being in the pen for them 8, 12, 16 hours, however long you there, bruh. Because you no longer You don't have your free time. So I can actually say I've lived for years at a time on this world free. You know what I'm talking about? I could do what the fuck I wanted to do. And that's the ultimate goal for me. I don't know what it is for you. I just want my time. To do what the fuck I want to do with it. You know what I'm talking about? I just want my time, man. I don't want my time to have to be obligated to nothing else but me and what the fuck I want to do. You know what I'm talking about? Them niggas used to ask me, they used to think I was a J-Cat. Nigga be like, bro, you chasing money, bro. I'm chasing time, nigga. You know what I'm talking about? You get enough money, you can buy you some extra time. And you know what I'm talking about? They say, bro, how can you buy you some extra time? The same way, because like, nigga, you shortening your own life, bro. Like, I ain't gonna say wasting time, but when you going to work, bro, these 8 hours, nigga, I can't get this shit back. I could be doing something else right now, nigga. That's how you can buy your time, nigga. Where you just able to do whatever the fuck you want to do with your time, nigga. You know what I'm talking about? Your time has no obligations to nobody else. You get what I'm saying? Now, you might have a doctor's appointment, dentist appointment, welfare office appointment. You know how we fuck around. But you might have something like that to do, bro. But other than an appointment, you handling your business or whatever, bro, you ain't got to go somewhere for these many hours a day, nigga. Then notice you'll work for a whole week, you only get 2 days off. You don't never get no week off. You know what I'm talking about? That ain't even no fair exchange. That shit crazy, bro. Just the way this earth is squeezing. That's what I'm saying. What's wrong Wednesday, man? Yeah, just the way this earth is squeezed on you, folks. And fucking with a job, bro, and just life. That shit'll make you panic, bro. It'll just make you worry. You ain't got no money, everything. That shit'll just make you panic, bro. But a job, I had your ass worrying about nothing else in life but trying to survive yourself. You won't even care about it. I'm telling you, bro. Your grandma will be sick of something, bro. You won't even be. Your mind will be so fucked up you can't even care about that because you'll be thinking about your livelihood. Talking about, I can't even go because if I did, I'm gonna get fired. And you know what I mean? And it's fucked up. You got to make. I don't think we was put here to make them type of decisions, bro, all the time. You know what I'm talking about? Nah, man, not me. Yo, putting yourself on these people's clock for the rest of your life, bro, it'll change your psychological to you, nigga. The only thing you'll be worried about is bills, nigga, and if you're gonna get to work on time. Won't nothing else even matter to you. Like I said, nigga, your grandma, grandfather could be sick of something, nigga. You're not even worried about that shit. You worried about the bills and getting to work on time because you can't lose that job. Don't turn yourself into an AI robot. You know what I'm talking about? I wonder if they found Auntie, man. And you know what I'm talking about? I think Auntie done saw these people truck, man. I'm trying to figure out how y'all don't know where Auntie at when this thing supposed to be on GPS, which lets me know Auntie done disabled her GPS. You know what I'm talking about? Auntie off the grid, nigga, out here. They pushed up on me talking about, have you seen the truck? Nigga, I'm like, nah, I ain't seen it. You know what I'm talking about? Auntie out here, MIA, man. Told you by the way that bitch had that, I knew by the way, that motherfucking, she had that wig on. You know what I'm talking about? I knew by the way that motherfucking wig was sitting on top of that motherfucking scalp. She was up to something. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, I wish Auntie luck. Oh, she sold that motherfucker for $85,000, man. I'm telling you, it's tax time and ain't no telling what kind of Nigga, it ain't no telling what kind of deal you done came with somebody that, you know what I'm talking about? Ain't no telling what a motherfucker needs. You know how y'all get with them taxes. You know what I'm talking about? Auntie out here, nigga. Auntie done disappeared in thin air, nigga. Auntie done disabled her GPS. You know what I'm talking about? I'm telling you, I seen Auntie talking to somebody out there in the parking lot. So they, you know what I'm talking about? They probably was telling her, look, I know how to disable the GPS. You just get that motherfucker here and we'll take care of it. You know what I'm talking about? Auntie Chris right now. Auntie. Come on. Hold on real quick. Just got some bad news. It don't matter. You feel me, man? What's wrong? Wednesday, man. You feel me? What's wrong Wednesday, man? Yeah, man, that was a fucked up. That shit crazy as a motherfucker. Really. Today Rob's birthday, actually. My Uncle Rob, rest in peace, man. All my uncles rest in peace. That one right there, man. You know what I'm talking about? But, you know what I'm talking about? It is what it is, man. All this dumbass construction shit. But, happy birthday to my uncle. You know what I'm talking about? Rest in peace to my other uncles. Rest in peace to Rob. You know what I'm talking about? But just Earth, man. I don't know. Nigga, I don't know. What's wrong? I mean, you gonna sit around here and let people tell you how you supposed to, I don't know, get it, what's wrong, and selling dope, scamming, whatever the fuck you gotta do, Rick. You know what I'm talking about? You go to jail for selling something without a license, nigga. Notice they only punish you when you ain't broke them off their money, bruh. They want their cut. So they done put it in your head, if you come up with your own idea, like you'll be hearing it to my man, I'm legit, licenses and man, fuck all that shit, nigga. You know what I'm talking about? I get what y'all be saying sometimes, but sometimes I don't. You know what I'm talking about? Cause I know hella motherfuckers that just got to that shit. You feel me? I do. Fuck a nigga, fuck a license, all this shit, nigga. We just finna get to this shit, nigga. We'll worry about that shit later. You feel me? Yeah, this day just seems, I don't know. I guess because it keep going in and out. Sun, then a little bit of cloud. Sun, then a little bit of cloud. You know what I'm talking about? But it's just weird, bro, to keep it real. If we just keeping the game all the way clean, it just is, folks, because it's like they have trained you to make you believe anything, like anything that might be slick or just anything, bro, that you can do for yourself. They have basically trained you that's wrong. I be hearing you motherfuckers nowadays start these new conversations like let me explain something to you, bro. I don't give a fuck if you from the streets. I don't give a fuck if you from Nerdsville. I don't give a fuck if you from the church. You make a statement to the police, you told. I don't know why y'all keep trying to make snitching cool. I don't know why y'all keep trying to make it if you like if you not in the life of crime, bro. Listen, let me tell you something, bro. My grandma, them people wasn't in crime. Miss Porkin and them people wasn't into no crime, bro. When you was growing up, they told you to mind your motherfucking business. You know why they told you don't tell, bro? Because most of the time when you told, not now, though, you can get away, I guess it's cool. Most of the time you told, bro, you was finna have some consequences. Your family, you put your family in danger. And somehow, you niggas keep coming up with a reason to call the fucking police. I'm gonna call the police. What the fuck you even want to call the police for, nigga? So I'm telling you, niggas is scary, nigga. As a motherfucker, nigga, what the fuck you want to call the police for? Nigga, go handle your business. I'm just gonna let the police handle it. You scary ass nigga. No, you just scared to go handle it yourself, nigga. You know what I'm talking about? I just don't understand that. I don't. You niggas act like y'all want a reason. Y'all act like y'all want a world where it's cool for a nigga to make another statement on a nigga, bro. Y'all something straight out of comic book, folks. Straight out of comic book, bro. When I was growing up, didn't nobody talk, folks. The old people, the people in the neighborhood, bro, didn't nobody talk, folks. Law-abiding citizens, everybody, the niggas in the game, you didn't talk, bro. You know what I'm talking about? I don't get the fascination why you niggas want to send niggas to jail, bro. Y'all weird with that shit. I wish niggas would start busting you niggas in the mouth or something, nigga. I don't promote no violence. I don't, folks. Y'all weird as fuck. Cause motherfucker, bro. We always trying to make something cool that ain't cool, bro. It ain't, nigga, if you make a statement to the police, you told, folks. What the fuck is you telling the police from? The nigga, the police get paid to solve crimes. Why are you helping them? You know what I'm talking about? That's what I don't get. Why are you helping the police? Let them figure it out. Y'all weird. Y'all be scared. That's all it is. Because that's what they'll do to you when they scared of you. You know what I'm talking about? They gonna call the police on you. That's some real shit. But just cause I remember motherfuckers used to call the police on us. Was Virgin used to call the police on me, and I got Virgins and I got pictures and Virgins. That shit used to I mean, I get it. I guess I don't, but I don't know. We were standing in front of her place, her business establishment. You know what I'm talking about? She didn't ask us to move. You know what I'm talking about? So I guess so, but I don't understand shit like that, folks. I didn't. I ain't never been that I told you, me and the Muslims tried to get me to come to the mosque one day. And I get it. And they was like, man, come on, man. It was like, bro, you need a job, brother, man. And like, man, you got one for me? He was like, yeah, man, come on down to the mosque. Like, damn, bro, nigga got to switch religions to get a job, nigga. You know what I'm talking about? That turned me off on that shit. Y'all want to help a black man, nigga? You know what I'm talking about? Where is the job at, man? You know what I'm talking about? I don't want to sit here and have to pray and shit for a job, bro. I don't want to do all this shit. I just need a job, bro. I'm not into religion like that, folks. You know what I'm talking about? I believe in God the way I believe in God. You know what I'm saying? I believe in God. I don't want to sit here and read all these Bibles and all. I don't want to do all that, bro. You know what I'm talking about? I don't believe none of that shit. I don't believe nothing man wrote. You know what I'm talking about? I don't want to read none of that shit. That shit done been through way too many motherfucking hands, bro. I ain't listening to nothing about that shit, bro. I ain't seen one motherfucker since I've been living. Listen to nothing about that shit. I just see people using that shit on other people to counter. I ain't seen one motherfucker do one goddamn thing and say, about that motherfucking Bible. You know what I'm talking about? I always see motherfuckers doing shit, then asking for forgiveness. That's what I see. Man, if that nigga don't look like that nigga look like a spy, nigga. You know what I'm talking about? That nigga Chief Quimbley face having that. His message was self-destructive. 2 seconds for it. My nigga right there was real earthly. You know what I'm talking about, man? What the? You know what I'm talking about? What's wrong Wednesday, man? Don't get it. I ain't gonna never get it. You know what I'm talking about? I'm telling y'all, I just don't think the same as I see how we fall into these same I just see how we fall into the shit. We've been told the shit all our life. You ain't really never seen different it's just like I remember reading that on Facebook a long time ago where it said a motherfucker oh no, that wasn't on Facebook. Somebody said that at one of them dinner acquaintances. But they was like, you could or it might have been, I don't know. But somebody said, I think it was on both of them though, bro. Somebody said at one of them dinner acquaintances and somebody reposted that shit. But it was like you could tell somebody you just got a job, or you can post you just got a job and everybody gonna root for you. But if you say you opening your own business, bro, ain't nobody gonna pay attention to that shit, folks. I'm telling you, it's like the crab in the bucket mentality. You know what I'm talking about? I don't have my own, like, I work, so I want you to work. You know it's niggas that got that motherfucking, that philosophy in the penitentiary. I'm telling you, bruh, niggas will be mad that you finna go home and they still there. Like, they don't want to see you to go home. Like, a nigga wants you to do, your time with him. You know what I'm talking about? That nigga wants you to stay there till he leave. You know what I'm saying, man? Y'all so straight out of comic book, bruh. The feelings of people. I ain't bullshitting with y'all. The feelings of people. I think I had on a shawl. But what's wrong, man? I'm gonna tell you, nigga, what risks is you willing to take, bruh? Cause if you're scared, you just gonna live, you gonna behave. You know what I'm talking about? You gonna behave. Yeah, if you scared, you just gonna behave. You gonna find some more shit to listen to about how you should. You know what I'm talking about? You gonna behave, bro. I ain't bullshitting with you. I'm trying to figure out what the fuck is going on. You gotta keep your eye peeled out here, bro, cause they keep moving the construction point. That motherfucker be on right here, then 2 more laps, they gonna move that motherfucker. Strip hella fucked up, really. They ain't got nothing but construction. This shit look hella. This shit just look dirty. This shit just look dirty, man. What's wrong Wednesday, man? You know what I'm talking about? What is you prepared to do, man? Is you prepared to just put yourself on these people's clock? Is you cool with that? If you is, it's cool. You know what I'm talking about? I just like, you nerds have made so much fuck shit cool now, bro. Y'all have made so much fuck shit cool now. So damn near anywhere you go, bro, that's the standpoint these niggas be taking. When you be talking to somebody, like, man, I'm not going to jail. I'm not a criminal word. I don't even understand what the fuck that shit. No, I use a mark, nigga. That's what you is. You ain't no criminal. Use a mark. You know what I'm talking about? I was just in the, I'm glad I said that too, bro. You niggas is so much of a mark, bro. You niggas is crazy, folks. I feel sorry for y'all, though. I do. I feel sorry for y'all. I seen some of the square shit. You know how nerds, this is how nerds hide side. This is what nerds do in front of a bitch. Nerds sit up here in front of a bitch, man. The incident just happened to me in real life. You know what I'm talking about? And nerds like y'all are nerds. You know what I'm talking about? These niggas is sitting up. This is how a nerd high side, or where he think he high side on the bitch. A nigga is on the phone talking to somebody, man, talking about how many jobs he got. And this is how they high side on bitches. This is their game. Being in front of the bitch, talking to whoever you talking to about how many jobs you got. So I guess you supposed to be implying to the bitch that you's a hard working man. Man, y'all something straight out of comic book, bro. I just ain't never seen nothing like this, bro. You know what I'm talking about? I just ain't never seen nothing like this, bro. It's just no game. It's just no game, bro. Y'all gonna get enough of talking about what you got. You know what I'm talking about? I promise you, I know them little like them little bitches, them setup artist bitches. I know they feasting on you niggas in these days and times, bro. I know they is. Them hoes. That's why you see these niggas getting set up so much. I know these hoes is feasting on you niggas. I know they is, folks. You feel me? Cause you niggas is just in a rush to try to show out in front of the bitch. It's like y'all don't have no more game, so you get in front of the bitch and start talking about money or showing money and jewelry and I don't know. But I just seen the squarest shit ever, bro. Nigga in front of the bitch. Talking about how many jobs he got hella loud. You know what I'm talking about? Thinking like he's I guess he high side on the bitch, or this was supposed to make the bitch want him or something because he was a hard working man. I don't know, bro. You know what I'm talking about? You would have been better off asking the bitch for a number. You know what I'm talking about? You would have been better off talking about, hey bitch. You know what I'm talking about? You'd have been better off just asking the bitch for a number or trying to talk to her. That's square shit, bro. You know what I'm talking about? It just is. That's square shit. You know what I'm talking about? That's that shit that's gonna make the bitch. Go find out for yourself. You know what I'm talking about? Go find out for yourself. But everywhere I've ever worked, bro, it's been one of them motherfuckers. Everywhere I've ever worked in my life. I told you it's been a motherfucker that worked at the same place you work. We all get paid the same, but somehow they invisibly got something else. They invisibly doing better than you, even though y'all work at the same place. Not like they got something else on the side, really got something else on the side. You know, it's always that invisible shit. I work at the same place that you work at. Y'all something straight out of the comic book. What's wrong? That's what I'm gonna ask you. These niggas in muscle suits looking ass. These niggas out here, and I ain't never seen them superheroes before. Them niggas walking around like that man that you used to have on the paper in science class. Oh, we just made the exchange, nigga. Your turn. My niggas still finna walk around in the I don't even know what you call that shit. It's not the skeleton, it's the other. You can see all the blood vessels and shit. Bruh's almost up out of here. Oh man, I'm finna get on up out of here, man. You know what I'm talking about? I did not know it was this late, man. You know what I'm talking about? Bruh's finna get up out of here and come right back to you, man. You know what I'm talking about? Thank y'all for rocking with me coming through. You know what I'm talking about? You know, I ain't got nothing but love for you, man. You know what I'm talking about, man? I'll be right back at you, man. You know what I'm talking about? Right back at you, man. You know what I'm talking about? Until we meet again. You know what I'm talking about? I'm finna, I'll be right back at you, man. You know what I'm talking about?